Heitor, like to practice sport, like to stay with my family. This is my hobby, and I'm here to improve my English and someday can travel or work with English. That's it.
Great to hear. I think somebody I think go up or the internet for some time. Oh, go back, Felipe. And so let's start it. The number one, it's about which person or group of people represents your roots and how important are they. Can you start there, Rosalia?
Okay. I think for me it's my family principal, my mom, because she is 66 years old, and she trying everything for make everyone together, and I try to follow these roots, and for me it's more important person for me following these roots.
Great. The family is really important. And how about you, Ryan? I prefer Ryan than Rian. Totally.
Same thing. I think my family is my root because they are part of my life. My siblings, for example, they are older than me. I'm 17. My sister is 19, and my brother is 20. They are part of my family, of course, and they grew up with me. And I think I can say they are part of my roots. They are better than any friend or stuff like that. So I think that's my answer. What about you, Renat?
So, my rules, I also say my family. Yeah, family, it's very important when you grow up, take value, briefs, and any cases, one friend, but I can say family. That's it. What about you, Felipe?
Sorry, I forgot to open my video. I think my family in first place. I think, of course, it exists. And my family, especially in the part of my father, comes from Italy in the beginning of the past century. And but I think my family represent my roots because my education, all my background comes from my family in all aspects, I think. And for this reason, my answer is I think is very similar to the answers before. And yes, I think my family, my mother, my father, my siblings, because in genetic terms, but uh, background in education too.
Yeah, totally. And I will be the different one. So, so guys, for me, it have really different roots. I have a different types of influence that I got it, and some of them it's about my family too. Totally, about my total how to deal with some things or the background, like Felipe said, the background about all the kind of the beginning of my life. It's about them, you know. Oh, don't touch the fire. That I learned it a lot. But when I grow up, I go out of my house, you know, and got influence for other people too. At my work, I got a supervisor of my lab. That's a huge importance route for me, principally in my work. what I say, what I learned, what I know now in my work is about, it's because of him. And my friends, I had a really good friends, my childhood friends. I had the friendship till nowadays, and that's awesome. That's awesome. These guys made me take a different vision of life that I wouldn't take about with only my family. You know, that's important too. That's important too. And the number two, it's about what are the benefits and disadvantages of keeping your roots, and maintaining your roots. And why do you think so? It's a difficult one, I think. It's a difficult to think about it, the disadvantages of that. What do you think, Ryan?
The benefits of keeping my roots. I think my roots is about has something to do with it, with my personality, maybe, and keeping my personality. How can I say? The advantage. I don't know the answer even in Portuguese, but the advantage. I don't know.
Oh, don't worry. No, yeah, no problem. I see the one who had the answer.
It's a hard
Renato,
question.
you man. No, don't worry.
Oh, I will try. This is a hard subject question, but let me read the question number 2. What are the benefits and the disadvantages of keeping your roots? Why do you think so? So I think benefits, it's like you say, for example, our family, you teach us, don't touch the fire. When you will cross a street, look to the lights, things like that. And disadvantage, I think in my case, my family, but in my case, my family like to spend money. They don't have education about save money. This is a thing I'm trying to change about their minds. So I like to see some videos on the internet, education financial, and I like to teach them about that. I think this is a disadvantage. And how about you, Rosalia?
Okay, I agree with you because I think person have teach since kid about the save money, but my father teach ours save money because in this time he don't have a lot of money. But in my case, I think benefit is for me is about behavior and education too, because I have more 7 siblings and everyone grew up together, and they teach us stay together every time. Then when have a problem, everyone try to help. And I think the disadvantages is when today I try and applique in my children, maybe this don't work well. I don't know. It's depending because today you don't have see the world how you see about 30 years ago, 34 years ago. Today is totally changed. But for me, I am trying to follow this rule.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think about the generations change a lot of these fruits. And I think we could adapt for the new ones. And we tried to keep in this in a different way, maybe. I don't know, but it's really difficult. It's really difficult to to teach the generation Z. Oh, this generation. Oh, I know them. I know them. And how about you, Felipe? And the number two, that is, what are the benefits and disadvantages of keeping your roots, of maintaining your roots? And why do you think that?
Yes, when I see this question, I remember a book of Steve Covey book, the seven Habits of Highly Effective People, and he speaks about that and he speaks about that because exists the education, exist genetic factors and personality and all these things, and I think this can have advantages and disadvantages. I think when one thing about my education, my genetic is not a good thing, I need to transform, and don't exist benefits in maintain in keep going with it. But when something is good, can be improved too, I think. And I think keeping my roots, bad things is a disadvantage, maintain this, and good things is good to improve too, I think. Thank you.
Oh, good answer. And you go to my side of genetics. I love it. I love it. And I don't know, Ryan, you have something to add? You were the first one.
No, I think that's pretty much that. So you can go.
Oh,
Go
okay,
ahead.
great. So, guys, I agree with you all. Flip side, great things, Rosalia too. And for me, it's that you have some bad roots, like Philip said, so you don't need to keep that. You don't need to keep that. And I think, like Rosalia said, the generations change that, and it's always changing. It's always changing our own roots. But it's not only about the people, indeed. Like we will talk more later, but about our values, what we are considered important, change for our life. So it's a really important thing to keep changing and accompany this and following this, I think. And the number three, do you know the origin of your family? And would you take a DNA test to find out? The man that talks about genetics, Felipe. What do you think about the third one?
I know a few things. I know that my family, in the part of my father, comes from Italy, in Europe, and but the part of my mother, I think, have roots in Spain, because the name, I forget the word after the name, and Fernandes, and I don't know.
Oh.
I think comes from Spain, and I know few things. One time I'm studying about that, the part of Italian, and I'm research my surname in internet, Autoe, to see what place come from, and but I don't remember now the exact place in Italy.
Great. I had this option. Google knows that when
Yes,
you try something. But I really believe that Brazilians invent or copy some surnames for themselves. So for some case, didn't help it. The search didn't help it, because we are Brazilians. we know how to play with these things. And how about you, Renato?
So, what do you know the origins of your family? I don't know much. I know my father is from Sul of Brazil. My mother is from Nordeste. I don't know how to say Nordeste. So, would you take a DNA test to find out? I would like. I'd like to find out my origin, the origin of my family. But I also know this has DNA test very famous on the internet, and this test says also the percent of the people, kind of people you come from. I think it's very interesting.
Yes, I think the best one, the best one.
Yeah, that's it.
Great. And how about you, Ryan?
I wouldn't take a DNA to find out, for example, if my mom is really my mom or my dad is really my dad. Uh, Even because my daddy passed away, and I have his siblings, my aunt, my uncle, and I wouldn't take a DNA test because I love them, and um, even even how can I say, even if they weren't my family, my how can I say, my root family, as I can say, uh, I can consider them my family because I love them. I love my siblings and my family, so I think it's not necessary take a DNA test because I already have a family, even if they are not my family or stuff like that. But I think you got my point. So
Yeah, I got it. I got it. And agreement. Agreed. But I also ask you to think more about I don't know, your past, more past. It's about the grandmother, it's about your grandfather, and it's like your tataravô, and
okay.
And where they're from, and this DNA test, like Renato said, it would say about, it's 30% of spent, and say about this person in countries. That's really great.
Okay. All I know is that my grandma, right?
Yeah.
Is from Minas Gerais. I found out really recently, and I think that's all I know. The rest of my family live in São Paulo, Jabaquara, or São Judas, and that's all I know. I think everybody here, everybody in my family is from Brazil, uh, and I think that's it.
Yeah, great. And Rosalia, I will send to you. Here, that is it. We are on the number three. Do you know the origin of your family? And would you take the DNA test to find out your past? Think about it. Too many years ago. What do you think? What do you think about? Yeah.
I know. I think I know my origin because my family is original from Italy. I have a great family, Italian family, and I think I don't know my grandmother. I don't know how can I say this word because I know some my grandmother, and my grandfather. Before that, I don't know more. And take a DNA test to find that. I don't have. I don't know if I understand this question, but
Yeah.
in my case, I don't have a problem, and I don't have. I don't think about that. And for discover this, my son having I'm gonna say that árvore genealógica. Árvore genealógica.
Oh, I forgot how
Yeah.
to say English, but
Generous tree, I don't know that. I would say
something like that.
And my mom have a lot of people. There's a way, but in my case, I don't find it. Okay.
Yeah. For me, guys, I would love it to take this DNA test. Not because I'm a scientist, I love this kind of test, but it's because I know about my mom roots. It's like Italy too, because my Capato is about that. My Italy roots, but my father roots, it's really unknown because I think the grandfather, it's about the age of slavery here in Brazil. So we didn't know about it, which country, which which one does this orange. So it's really important for for me to know about it, because it's no, give me the percent of what kind of country would this, because my man, it's really easy, Italian 100%. So that's really easy. But my father, I wouldn't know. I would like to know. And the number 4, and about, do you have a home sweet home? About the Disney movies, that home sweet home, I arrived. And where is it? And what would you change about this house or this place? Because could be, not a house, could be somewhere in some place. Let's see. Rosalia, do you have a home sweet home?
Yeah, I think so, because I grew up in a little farm, and everyone together. My family is big, and everyone play together. And my parents trying to stay everyone together. In my case today, I try that at my family, and I don't know what I changed about this in my house. First of all, when I try put these rooms in my family, but it's not work because everything is changed. And I think I miss a lot my home, sweet home, when everyone is together.
Yeah, farm, it's really good. Totally. And how about you, Felipe? Where is your home sweet home?
Yes, my home sweet home is exactly here, where I'm staying now, because I'm staying in my home. And because it's possible that some persons stay in their work, for example, and attend this meeting. And it is in victory, as I said before. And what would I change about my house? For example, some things needs to repair and reform. For example, I want to change the floor and put other type of floor in my apartment, and paint the walls, and other things to fix in my apartment. But it's a good place to live. I'm living the 11th floor, and it's a good place. My building Victory is a good city to live, I think, in comparison with the Brazilian standard, because it's a small city, don't have much traffic and things like that. I think it's a good place to live. I like to live here. I like my home. Always needs to change something, to fix something, but I like my home.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot the name of the city. Where is it?
Vitória. Victory,
Vitória.
Vitória.
Yeah, Vitória. Espírito Santo. Espírito Santo. That is it. And you, Ryan, how about your home sweet home? Where is it?
Um, my home sweet home is my own home, or any place that I can feel comfortable. It can be my school, my church, my friend's house, my uncle's house, or um, it don't. It doesn't need. It doesn't need to be exactly a house, but it's a place that I can feel well with uh, some friends. Um, and yes, that's it. I think that's it. My home, my uncle home, my church, and these kind of places.
Great, great. And I totally agree with you. I had one, more than one too. And how about you, Renato?
I like place, calm place, and I would like someday to go to a countryside to see how it will be for me. Because like don't exactly a farmer fazenda, but a calm place, a small city. When you look to my yards, I can see animals, things like that. I like calm place because I like to read. Sometimes I like to study, and neighbors noise is very annoying for me. So I prefer calm places.
Good, really good. Oh, guys, for me, I had an apartment last year, but because I finished my master, I closed it, this apartment. So I go back to my family's house in Batatais. in Batatais. So yeah, countryside, like I said, it's calm. It's really good too. So this is one of my home sweet home. Another one, I would say.
Did you like to live in apartment?
Oh, I like it. I like it a
Really?
lot. Oh, yes, yes. Last year, I lived in an apartment in Uberlândia, Minas Gerais, and I love it. I love it. I don't know about. It's not a big apartment, but it was mine, and that was was the first one that I got it. The first thing, the first house that I got it. So it was really special. Was really special. And I would say somewhere with water. It's my home too. I love water, being in water. I love it swim. So I swim since I was born to 12, I don't know. But it's all pools, waterfalls, river. Could be my place too. Could be my place too. I love water. And could be my home sweet home. I would say that. I would say. So the number five. Number five is about your values. Your values are the roots for the major decisions you make. And what is the main value, the principal value that you consider for your life? And why do you think so? It's difficult, to think about your own values. I think it's a self-reflection that we need to take. But let's see, Felipe, how about you? Your own values. What is the most important one?
I think integrity. I think loyalty, integrity. I think sense of justice. All these things I think is related one to another. But I think sense of justice I think is very important in order to make uh, any decision in life. Because in my case, for example, the decisions that I take generally involve my family, and for this reason, I need to think about my wife, my daughters, I need to think about the impact of one decision, and search to see in the future the results of this decision. And for this reason, I think sense of justice is absolutely crucial in order to take decisions in life to get good results.
Great. Oh, really great. Really great, man. And how about you, Renato?
So I totally agree with Felipe what he said. I stay thinking in my home when I took some decisions about my life. I think also in the impact what it will bring for me and for my family. So I also think you don't need to take someone down to reach your goals. Can you understand me? So I think that's it. I totally agree with Felipe.
Great. And you, Ryan, how about your values?
We're having deep questions, right?
The good
and
ones, the good ones.
uh, all I can say is that I am, what is the word? Um, I forgot the word.
In integrity, loyalty.
Um, Dependable. I'm a really dependable person, and I think that's something that I try to bring in some areas in my life. For example, when someone depends me on something, uh, I try to, how can I say, to um, to not to let this person down, you know, and um, it's a deep question, but yeah, I think that's it. I'm a really uh, yes. What about you, Roselia?
I think yes, I agree with you, Ryan. And everything you are trying to do, you're trying to keep, yeah, it's about your family. My values is about my family because a simple decision you take your family together. And in my case, I simply think about I am studying English and the other. Then when I am studying, Simeon was asking me, you are doing the class now. I have to talk about you, and if you are in a family, everything you think is about that. Everything, oh my gosh, all your decision is about this. Brand your family. I think it's normal because your roots is about your family. Then everything you take a decision is there's a way. I don't know.
Great. Oh, I would say something different too. But it's like, guys, I'm a scientist in Brazil. So it's really kind of almost impossible thing to do it. So I am this person who not even perseverance. It's not something that could be with me, but also to love challenge, and all the time. So I keep this and to keep my energy. I don't know if you already seen, but I'm a positive person. I'm like a higher energy person. So to keep this energy and make this energy for the better of the people around me, that's a value that I keep for myself. And last year I realized that, that I shouldn't change that. I shouldn't change the energy that I have for myself. So that is it. That's my values for now. Right? That I could remind by the time. But the number six is, can your root limit your freedom? Freedom, like Liberdade. So, can your root limit your freedom? And in which case does this happen? Another difficult one, but Ryan's like, oh man, again. No, man. No. Ryan, I trust you, man. But not for now. Not for now. Keep calm. Breathe. I can say first. So, guys, for me, I would say that it's can happen, but depends of your roots, totally. Okay, but depends on what are your dependency of these roots. Some case, I think when you need too much of this root and you didn't have it, you need to be more than that to achieve some goals, be more than that to achieve your goals life. So the roots, if you depend too much for these roots, can limit yourself. I think this is one case. This is one thing that I think about it. But it's really difficult. To think. Let's see, Felipe, what do you think about it?
Let me see here.
The number 6.
Do it 6. I think
yeah,
so.
You can say.
I think so. I think it's possible. Limit and expand too. I think depending on the education, the influences that we can receive from our parents specifically. I think the parents' influence is the biggest influence. When a person don't have parents, always exists a person that have a great influence in this life. And I think this root, in the case of this question, I think have the same meaning of influence. I think can limit their freedom depending on the words that the treatment that the parent gives to the son or daughter. I think can limit because can affect the self-esteem, for example. And I think can expand the freedom too. For example, if a parent give incentive to the children learn English, for example, this is an excellent influence to expand the freedom, go to another country in the teenager years, and when as grow up too. And I think depend certain types of influence or roots can limit the freedom or expand too. Thank you.
That is it. Thank you, man. And welcome back, guys. So let's see how it go in your rooms. Let's see, Jefferson. Good say that.
It's nice to talk about roots, tough questions, terrible questions, but it was nice because we revealed details about our life, about our roots. You must preserve some roots, you must tend to change some roots, and the life goes on.
That is it. Guys, tough questions. So, not tough. Oh, Monday morning. So take a breath, think about it. Don't worry. Don't worry. And let's see. How about you? Oh, Fern, you can say it.
I like so much this topic because you can develop everything about this, family, values. It's fantastic. I have opportunity to meet several guys. I met the guys the first time in this platform. Guys bring origin from Africa. It's a great opportunity conversation with him. But it's fantastic. I'm a little tiny here in this platform, but I'm completely addicted.
Yes, please be attentive, a prayer. That is it. That is it. That is it. So, who else? Let's see. Carolina, how about you? How was the conversation?
So I really like to. It's my first time here, and I could know different human, and I really like to talk about your roots.
That is it. Welcome aboard, first of all, and you're invited to come here every day. Like a friend said, it's really addicted. So you are welcome to bring him. And let's see for someone. Mariana, how about you? How was the conversation?
Yeah, it was great. I was in the same.
Oh, I have two Marianas. Oh, you can say.
I'm sorry.
You can say, oh, Mariana Lima, you first, and Mariana later. Don't worry.
Oh, it's okay. I was in the same room that Carol, and it was very emotional conversation. So that's good.
Oh, why was so emotional?
Oh, we talk about our roots. We really have the feeling about the home sweet home. We all love the grandma's home, so it's
that's great.
very emotional this part.
I love the grandma's food. It's always amazing. Always. And how about you, other Mariana?
It was amazing. I like. We chose the Jefferson to be the host, and we laugh a lot with Leo and Elosman. It was amazing. The conversation to be in sometimes seriously tone, but in the other moment we laugh, and it was amazing.
Oh, that's the feeling that I wanted to bring, the mix of them. So, guys, we almost finished here. So, I wanted to thank you all to be here this Monday morning. I will send you the link for the WhatsApp group. It's a VIP group that you could take in advantage. The questions, the topic about meetings. We have some grammar and a lot of course. This really could be a class indeed. This is a VIP group. And also you can visit us on YouTube to comment in the video below that you like it or they dislike it, this video, so tough questions. Oh my God. So you can say it. You can say, you are free. But I really like it to have you all here in this morning. So let's send hit link.
Dislike nobody deserves. Dislike nobody deserves.
No. You can say whatever you want. But it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. And thank you all. Have a nice week. Nice Monday. The start of week will be awesome for you all. I wish. And that is it, guys. Thank you all. Please be safe. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. We are still in pandemic. So take care of yourself. Pass alcohol and make distance. We are here in a safe distance. This is awesome. And that is it, guys. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, YouTube.
everyone.
Bye, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and
Bye
come
bye,
here the next
YouTube.
time.